Hey Leute, willkommen zurück zu Danganronpa. Wir sind noch in Chapter 4. Ja, das hier ist er. Und werden immer noch unseren Fall hier lösen müssen. Denn Sakura ist gestorben. Und wir wollten ins Chem Lab, soweit ich mich erinnere. Die Musik ist auch cool. Oh, und übrigens, sind wir jetzt mittlerweile schon an der 50. Folge angekommen und ich hätte echt nicht gedacht, ich weiß, ich sag das auch, aber ich hätte echt nicht gedacht, dass wir so viele Parts schaffen. Ist tatsächlich echt krass. Sonst waren so lange nur die Final Fantasy Displays, aber jetzt ist Danganronpa auch ganz weit oben dabei. Vor allem der zweite soll sogar noch länger gehen, der dritte sowieso. Oh, Byakuya. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you mean to say was, yes, sir, I understand. Was ist denn hier ausgelaufen? Warum kann man das vor allem nicht, warum kann man hiermit vor allem nicht interagieren? This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Ah, okay. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf, but more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I'd better not leave a footprint. Oh, gift though. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point this room wasn't like this. And this powder must have been spilled. So in other words... That's right, it could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder has been added to the bullet section of handbook. Ja, bei C war das eingeordnet, ne? On this shelf is one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. So on this shelf it looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents, but simply they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What? You think studying science and mathematics has no particular application in the real world? That's fine. The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about the shelf. Let's see what's on the shelf. There are all kinds of criteria, supplements and different medicines. Aber eins davon ist Gift, guck mal. The protein drink they found in the rec room probably came from the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number, so I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Oh, wait. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me in that Section A, in Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here. Okay. Sonst können wir gehen. I just have to check out this area. Ach, sind wir noch nicht fertig. Oh, guck mal. Hier sind sogar die Fußspuren, das habe ich gar nicht gesehen. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. Which an insufferable smirk. He handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop, chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So, how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean.
I see.
So when you look at it like this. Interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must
It's
be...
certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes, and I'll confirm the size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Okay, dann machen wir das.
In other words,
The result of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together, and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion.
Hey.
So what do you think? It's all on you. The experiment showed that the piece of glass on the floor were heavier than an intact Monokuma bottle. And the bottles all have something in common. Mir fällt gerade auf, guck mal, das sind Schachfiguren, ne? There's apparently an important secret hidden there. Something new, something new.
hey,
There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Correlation. I don't know what the bottles have in common and I don't understand the result of the experiment. Comparing the weight of the broken pieces to a completely intact Monokuma bottle, the broken pieces were clearly heavier. What does that mean?
so,
The result of our experiment is a correlation between put it all together. I believe you will arrive at one person.
Indeed.
So what do you think? It's all on you. Ernsthaft, das muss ich jetzt selber herausfinden, was das denn für ein Mist.
what the heck?
I already know who did it. Okay, das hatten wir auch schon. Ach, Kyoko, kannst du mir nicht einfach sagen?
In other words,
Und ich kann ja nicht mal mit den Dingern interagieren. Da kommt ja immer der gleiche Dialog.
so, indeed.
Was soll denn in der Rec Room? Nein. Ich wollte es nicht. Weird. Ich muss wirklich nachgucken, weil ich habe keine Ahnung, was die damit meinen. Ach so. Ach Gott, ich bin doof. Hätte ich mit dem die ganze Zeit interagieren müssen, wa? Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Oh, this magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey.
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is Toko. On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bloody letters. And it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this...
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Magazine's dying message. So, und jetzt weiß ich nicht mehr. Ja, mal nicht die Dinge verlassen.
In other words...
Ja. Ah, nee. Puh. Ja, leck mich halt am Arsch. Muss ich machen. There's still something. Oh, okay, gut, hier müssen wir weitermachen. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body. Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. And like me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although, there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. And how can you?
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Oh, was it the powder, oder? Her
Correct.
shoes? You see the yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands
I
out.
see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder has been added to bullet
Hey.
section. Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just
It would
explain.
seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, and instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting
Correct.
thing. Both her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Oh shit.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping! Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake! Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I?
Yeah, du kannst.
Okay, then let's begin the class trial! You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Oh Gott, war das jetzt... Haben wir so wenig Beweise, oder was? Ja, das wird lustig. Das wird lustig. Okay, also dann... War das jetzt aber echt wenig Investigation, ja. Der wird irgendwie immer weniger. Haben wir immer weniger Zeit, habe ich das Gefühl. Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then... The ultimate martial artist. A locked room murder mystery.
What?
Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss it in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed!
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body, XD. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed!
For example, do you have 100 friends?
What?
He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Now then, please, get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. Geil. What the hell was that? Ich glaube nicht, dass sie es hier umgebracht hat, ehrlich. Und ich glaube erst, mit was überhaupt? Ich meine, es gab ja keine wirkliche Waffe dort. Und selbst wenn es die Genocide Check war, die wird ja nicht ohne Dinger morden oder fehlen. I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her? And that person is here. That person is one of us?
What the heck?
How can you just stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat? Love on
Hey.
it. Standing around here isn't going to do any good. Let's get going.
What the heck?
Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you? Stop, yo. The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that. Ja, aber wer? Das ist jetzt richtig schwierig.
Don't look at me!
I said before and I'll say it again, it wasn't me. So wenige hier jetzt noch. Und ich vertraue denen eigentlich alle, dass die das nicht gemacht haben. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way towards the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The door opened once again. Just 6 of you, huh? Really?
This is kind of depressing.
So few. You must be so lonely. You say it like it's not your fault. We're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one left classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are you ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Ja, danke. Würde ich gerne machen. Oh Mann, Leute, jetzt geht's los. Jetzt geht's los wieder. Ah, was haben wir jetzt eigentlich für Skills bekommen? Vocabulary increases bullet capacity, effective during the bullet time battle. Ach, dann hat man mehr Dinger, mehr Bullets, oder wie? Ich habe halt auch so wenig, ne? Increase damage to the opponent when the statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle. Focus gauge decreases more slowly during concentration in fever time. Effective during the non-stop debate, the hangman gamut in the bullet time battle. Es gibt schon alles so gute Sachen. Cool and composed, that is your aim a little effective during the non-stop debate in the hangman's gambit. Ja, okay, gut, wollte ich jetzt nicht. Last and thought. Increase the time limit for each phase. Effective during the class trial. Increases the influence gauge by 5. Effective during the class trial, costs 4 SP. This influence gauge by 2. Weil man, da mache ich das raus und mach das hier rein. Okay.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Aber gut, Leute, würde ich sagen, dann machen wir hier im nächsten Part weiter von Danganronpa im Class Trial Nummer 4 und ciao.